Good morning, Mr. Green. Are you chewing gum? Please spit it out. Hey, guys, is there a trash can over there? So he's not smacking. Mr. Green, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You were facing,
Notice how the judge drives that point home don't pick up any new cases. That's courtroom code for, you're walking free for now, but the leash is short. Judges say this to make it crystal clear that bail is not a blessing, it's a test. What do you think? Should judges be this stern with first-time offenders, or is it too harsh?
facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 4th, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling on the 8600 block of Colon Boulevard, and the officer began to approach the defendant's vehicle and observed a strong odor of marijuana emitting from that specific vehicle. The officer observed the defendant to make a westbound maneuver onto Belfort Street, and the defendant failed to use a right signal to make a turn onto another street. The traffic stop was then initiated. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed the strong odor of marijuana from the vehicle, and the officer asked the defendant to step out of the vehicle, and the defendant was then detained. The officer asked the defendant if he had recently hotboxed the vehicle, and the defendant stated he had earlier in the day. The defendant stated he had marijuana in a backpack lying on the passenger seat, and the defendant stated he had a rifle and pistol magazine. The officer observed a semi-automatic.
Here's the twist: not every DW, I mean someone was actually drunk. The legal standard is impairment, and that can include fatigue, medication, or even marijuana. But the judge still treats it as a serious risk to public safety. This is where courtroom reality meets public misconception. People think, I wasn't over the limit means I'm off the hook. Not always.
AR pistol lying on the passenger seat adjacent to the backpack with marijuana inside. The backpack had a bunch of Ziploc baggies containing marijuana, and the weight of the marijuana was 13.05 grams.
Do you have a valid Texas driver license, please?
I'll run it, Your Honor.
Mr. Green, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance, you're not allowed to drive. Do you understand?
Sir.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, sir? How old are you?
23.
Okay, I'll have you fill out an application to see whether you qualify, and then if you do, then we'll provide your lawyer today. Do not pick up any new cases. Don't violate the law. If I find that you do, I'm going to put you in jail. You understand me? All right, come on.
Right, Judge.
You were here on Mr. Wilson?
This is his first setting. He has a motion to adjudicate. He picked up a new impeding breath upstairs.
Oof.
We're set for the 23rd on that day. We are contesting that vigorously.
He still has other technical violations with us as well.
I don't know if it is significant, but maybe not as significant as the new case.
Sure.
Because I wouldn't want to be on probation for this group.
You know, I'll give you a bit of time, Mr. Monks, but I mean, if it's going to take 2 years,
No, we're not talking about that. We should have some, when did you say we're coming back on the 23rd?
23rd.
I was saying, if we'll give you, just shortly after that, we'll be able to give you a flavor for what they're thinking.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
Done.
Yeah, a pleasure.
You want the same day?
Would you like to come back on both cases on the same day? That means you don't have to come down here 2 days in a row.
Yeah, I think that's
You
better.
want to do the same day?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got
Thank
it.
you.
All right.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too.
Have a good
Judge,
weekend.
is there gonna be any bond conditions?
Just the weapons. I mean, I'm sure that the felony court did conditions, so, I mean, we're good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure the felony court did it.
Okay. You want to sit down?
Judge, was the state gonna file conditions for Wilson?
No, just, you speak English, sir, right?
Yeah, if I need help, I can
Would you like me to provide you a translator? What do you speak?
Pashto.
Pashto. How well do you speak English?
Go ahead and sign.
How well do you speak English?
Good. I graduated from high school here.
Okay. Mr. Hashimi, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. If you do not understand something, let me know. We'll go slow for you, okay?
If I not hired the attorney, in what?
We will get to the attorney later. We're doing probable cause now. Do you understand?
Yes.
We're going to see if there's enough evidence to go forward with your case. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you cannot afford a lawyer will be given to you.
I did it. I just.
Stop. Don't say anything. Just, please,
Yes, Judge. On January 3rd, 2025,
go slow.
at approximately 10 p.m., the officer observed the defendant's vehicle run a red light after the officer was sitting at a cross section with a green light. A traffic stop was then initiated, and the officer made contact with the defendant, who was the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle. The officer observed watery eyes, thick-tongued, slurred speech, confusion, and disorientation. The officer asked the defendant for his driver's license, and he began searching for his wallet, and the defendant then handed the officer his license. The defendant then began making furtive movements, and the officer asked the defendant to exit the vehicle. The officer observed the defendant to stagger and sway on his feet, and the officer could smell an odor of marijuana coming from the vehicle. The defendant admitted to smoking a cigar of marijuana with a friend, and standard field sobriety tests were conducted. The defendant could not follow instructions for the HGN, and the walk and turn found 7 out of 8 clues, and the one-leg stand found 3 out of 4 clues. The defendant was read the DIC and consented to breath. The results were both .000, and a blood search warrant was signed and executed.
What was the stop for?
For running a red light, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Hashimi, I'm going to find there's enough probable cause to go forward with the case. Would you like me to provide you a lawyer today? Okay. I need you to fill out an application for me. I will take a look at it. If you qualify, we will provide you a lawyer today. Okay? Please, wait, hold on. Mr. Hashimi, you are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I will test you. If you test positive for alcohol or illegal drugs like marijuana, I'm going to put you in jail and revoke your bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you see that he has a,
He's eligible, Your Honor.
okay, please.
This way. Next, Judge, counsel is approaching on page 7. Jack, come on up.
Oh, and then I also have Arthur Sims here for, good morning, counsel.
Good morning.
Come on up.
No, Mr. Jack.
Jackson.
Page 7.
Oh, it's Jack. Mr. Jack? Sir, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 4th, 2024, at 9:02 p.m., the officer arrived on scene to a traffic stop. And upon arrival, the officer met with another officer who stated he had called him for backup after initiating the traffic stop for the vehicle reaching speeds of up to 108 miles per hour. The officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, slurred speech, watery eyes, and unsteadiness on his feet. The defendant was then detained, and the defendant admitted to having a few drinks at a party. The defendant refused further questioning, and standard field sobriety tests were conducted. HGN 4 out of 6, walk and turn 7 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The DIC was read, and the defendant refused to provide a sample. A blood warrant was signed and executed.
You say what, had the odor of alcohol, slurred speech, bloodshot eyes? I didn't hear you say any of that.
Yes, he had odor of alcoholic beverage, slurred speech, watery eyes, and unsteadiness.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. Mr. Jack, I want to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. If I find that you're driving like this, in this manner again, I will take your privilege to drive away from you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you see that he has a valid license?
I'm running it, Your Honor. It's eligible, Your Honor.
All right. You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. They come back to me, tell me they can't get a hold of you because you're playing games. I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You understand? Don't pick up any new cases. Don't use, stay in contact and all will be fine. All right. I'll have you sign a receipt of Victoria. We'll have you get